I'm gonna be your mama, B.
I love Jersey.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you about your makeup line, rimmed by Ari. What inspired it, and where is it going next?
So when I was younger, I used to like to play in makeup, and I learned how to do my makeup on YouTube.
Okay.
And I just used to like to play in a lot of products, and I was like, I want to have my own stuff, like. And so I just think that Remedy, I came up with my own perfect fix to exactly what I like about makeup, and like I put it out. I don't think no man is really gonna ever can't just come to me and just rock my world. Like, you're not gonna blow my mind. Cause it's something that you're not doing that I like, that I need to let you know that I like.
What would you, if somebody asked you, what do you like? What would you say? She know what but she don't want to say it.
Impose yourself with your Remedy by Ari products, using them. Santana. Yeah. Stop doing it. Why are you punching yourself in the head?
I just wanted to.
Don't do that. That's ridiculous.
Can I do it like this?
But why do you want to hit yourself so hard in the head? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I keep doing it?
No, please.
Ever since Jayda finally said what she'd been holding in for years, everything people thought they knew about this situation has started to crumble. Because when she confirmed those rumors about Ari Fletcher and Lil Baby, it didn't just spark gossip. It forced people to revisit moments that suddenly make a lot more sense. And one resurfaced clip in particular has people realizing Jayda might have been telling the truth the whole time. It all started with a simple TikTok live. Someone asked Jayda straight up if the whispers about Ari Fletcher and her child's father were real. No dodging, no vague answers. Jayda confirmed it, calmly. Almost like she was tired of protecting people who never protected her. And once those words left her mouth, the internet did what it always does. It started digging. But this wasn't some overnight fallout. This tension didn't come out of nowhere. This story goes way back, long before TikTok lives and trending clips. There was a time when Jayda and Ari Fletcher were close. Not industry friends, not surface level cool. They were genuinely tight. The kind of friendship where you're always together, always laughing, always defending each other online. So when Jayda suddenly started distancing herself, people noticed. Ari Fletcher noticed too, but claimed she had no idea why it was happening. That confusion played out publicly on BET's The Impact ATL. Cameras caught the awkward conversations, the forced sit-downs, and the obvious tension. Ari Fletcher came off calm and collected. Jayda looked guarded, uncomfortable, and emotionally checked out. To viewers, it looked one-sided, and public opinion didn't hesitate. People dragged Jayda, called her jealous, bitter, delusional. They said she was projecting insecurity onto someone who hadn't done anything wrong. Ari Fletcher walked away looking like the bigger person. Jayda walked away looking like the problem. And eventually, she left the show entirely under intense backlash. But what if that narrative was missing one crucial piece? Because once that old clip resurfaced, everything shifted. In the clip, Jayda is explaining something that felt small at the time, but now feels massive. She talked about Ari Fletcher posting on her close friends, telling people to check on y'all BDS. A vague line, easy to dismiss, but Jayda didn't dismiss it because it hit too close to home. She questioned it, not aggressively, not accusatory. She simply asked Ari Fletcher if it was about her. And instead of reassurance, what she got was something else entirely. Ari Fletcher flipped it. She made Jayda feel crazy for even asking, told her she was weird, said something must be wrong with her, accused her of harboring secret animosity. And in that moment, Jayda started questioning herself, exactly as intended. Because here's what makes that moment so uncomfortable to watch now. Ari Fletcher allegedly already knew the truth, not suspected it, not guessed. She knew. She knew exactly what she was doing when she made that post. She knew why those words would land the way they did. She understood the emotional weight behind them, the history behind them, and the reaction they were almost guaranteed to provoke. And that's what changes everything, because if Jayda reacted, even slightly, Ari could flip the entire narrative in real time. Suddenly, Jayda wouldn't be the woman responding to disrespect. She'd be painted as unstable, insecure, overly dramatic. The type of person people love to dismiss with a quick eye roll. That's not confusion. That's not miscommunication. That's calculated. Every little detail of that interaction was designed to provoke a reaction, to manipulate perception, and to control the story before anyone else could. And watching it back now, knowing the full context, makes the clip hit even harder. It's no longer just a petty argument or a confusing moment from reality TV. It becomes something else entirely. A lesson. A case study in quiet, strategic manipulation. Because this is manipulation at its core. The kind that doesn't look loud or aggressive, but quiet and deliberate. The kind where someone pokes you just enough to get a reaction, then steps back and casually says, "See? This is exactly what I was talking about." That's the trap. That's the essence of gaslighting. It's making someone question their instincts, their judgment, and even their sanity, while holding the truth silently in your pocket. And that's exactly what Jayda was dealing with. She wasn't imagining things. She wasn't overreacting. She wasn't being paranoid. She was responding to something very real, something she could feel, even without concrete proof in the moment. Because sometimes you don't need receipts to recognize energy. Sometimes your body knows what your mind hasn't fully processed yet. And that's why, looking back, the clip doesn't feel messy anymore. It feels deliberate. It feels dark. Every word, every gesture, every post in that moment starts to make sense when you see the bigger picture. It explains why Jayda pulled away instead of reacting with explosive anger. She wasn't just trying to avoid drama, she was protecting herself from someone who had already shown they couldn't be trusted. She was setting boundaries, quietly but firmly, knowing that confronting the situation head-on could only make things worse when manipulation is involved. Because when someone is trying to bait you, your reaction becomes their weapon. And Jayda understood that. That kind of self-preservation isn't weakness, it's clarity, it's emotional intelligence. It's seeing the storm coming and choosing to take shelter instead of standing out in the rain. And that's what makes the moment so chilling now. Not what was said, but what was already known behind the scenes. Then there's Lil Baby. Because when Jayda finally spoke out, the internet had its usual expectations. A tweet, a denial, some public cap to shut down the story. Maybe a subtweet for the vague observers. That's how these situations usually play out when someone wants to control the narrative, maintain their image, and put the rumors to rest. But this time, there was nothing. Complete silence, no pushback, no attempts to explain, no denials, no clever phrasing to twist the story. Just quiet. And sometimes, silence communicates far more than any statement ever could. It leaves space for speculation, for interpretation, and for the truth, or at least the perception of it, to settle in the minds of the public. While Jayda took all the heat publicly, Lil Baby remained silent. Ari Fletcher stayed quiet as well, at first. Then came a tweet. Vague, loaded, teasing drama without actually addressing anything. She mentioned people wanting the old Ari Fletcher, hinted at chaos, and teased a Twitch stream as if something explosive was about to happen. But instead of Clary Fletcherty, it felt like deflection. Timing matters, and this timing was strategic. It grabbed attention without actually giving answers, making people wait, speculate, and sometimes doubt their own judgment. And that's exactly why fans weren't buying it. Anyone who's been paying attention long enough has seen this pattern before. Little accountability, minimal Clary Fletcherty, confident deflection. A few subtle flexes, maybe a couple of insults, a brand plug for good measure, and then life goes on like nothing ever happened. But this time, that approach isn't landing. The public sees the setup, the gaslighting, the silence, the careful manipulation, and it's too obvious to ignore. People are finally questioning Ari Fletcher's narrative, and for the first time, they're seeing Jayda's perspective not as insecurity or overreaction, but as justified awareness of the truth. What really struck a nerve, though, was the debate about whether Jayda even had a right to be upset. People said, Lil Baby wasn't her man, or she can't control other people's actions, as if that somehow invalidates the betrayal. But that argument misses the point entirely. This wasn't about ownership or control. It was about respect, loyalty, boundary Fletchers that should never have been crossed, especially by someone who once called you a friend. The betrayal wasn't just romantic, it was deeply personal. Because let the roles have been reversed. If Jayda had been linked to someone from Ari Fletcher's past, the reaction would have been immediate, loud, and merciless. No grace, no nuance, no excuses. Just outrage. And that double standard, that's the reality this situation exposes in a way that's impossible to ignore. So why the double standard now? That's the real question this situation exposed. Not just who did what, but who gets protected, who gets blamed, and who gets labeled crazy, simply for reacting to betrayal they were never supposed to see coming. Looking back, Jayda wasn't paranoid. She wasn't jealous. She wasn't reaching. She was clocking something that people weren't ready to accept yet. And now that the pieces are lining up, the story feels a lot less messy and a lot more clear, because sometimes the loudest truth is the one that takes years to finally be heard. And now I want to hear from you. Do you think Jayda was right all along? Or do you feel like the internet is reaching this time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything. If you want more real breakdowns like this, where the clips actually get unpacked and the timelines make sense, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. New videos are coming, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's next.